One Piece. This is One Piece chapter 1148, Ranja. Last we left off with the cover pages of Yamato's pilgrimage. She was just saying what's up to Raizo. And, he was thanking her for stopping Who's Who and his cronies. And we see this title page where Yamato is back on his way to deliver the Amigasa hat from Otama to Kawamatsu. So that'll be fun. And he is taking Ulti and Page One with him. So they have officially joined the Yamato Pirates, leaving behind Speed. I think the horse's name is the little smile fruit lady that works with Otama. And
Shmail.
What? Oh, the Shmail. So all is good. Very exciting. And with that, we move on to the main chapter as we see it. Last we left off with One Piece, the Holy Knights have been going crazy. Gunko has captured a good number of the Straw Hats as they are extorting the Giants into destroying the library on Elbaf that contains the writings of the Ohara scholars and all of that. And they are using the lives of the children of Elbaf as bargaining chips to get the Giants to burn down their library, or else, they're the fucking Holy Knights are going to kill their kids. So it's not great. We open this chapter with a girl named Ranja being forced to walk on this arrow-shaped plank, basically, off of Elbaf. And, everybody's like, Ranja, no, where are you going? And Ranja looks back and is like, what's going on? It's weird, huh? Don't worry, I'll be fine. I know it. It's no big deal. And Ranja reaches the very tip of the arrow, and she starts to get scared, which is very sad. These fucking Holy Knights ain't shit. Summers continues his whole diatribe and basically saying that if we don't hear your decision within the next 30 seconds, the first one of your kids gets pushed off. He speaks to Beard Hill Ja Rule specifically, and he says, you need to give the orders to your school teacher. Tell her to light the school and the library on fire. So, damn, crazy. All the Giants are panicking, but Robin cannot contain herself anymore. She is not fucking playing. She tells Chopper to stay hidden within Saul's beard, and I guess she sets out to help everyone. We see that Ripley is on her way with Frankie to help out, but basically he's saying, Summers continues saying that if you do choose to burn down the school and the library, you're forbidden from removing a single book from them. What we want to burn down is your culture and your history. And that's when Robin pulls up, because you don't threaten those things around Nico Robin. And she palms this guy with her Cien Fleurs Crosspedia, knocks Summers off of his thorn thing. And then she combos that by grabbing Summers and breaking his back with Clutch. So not good. Or is it? Because Summers is immortal, and this doesn't really do anything to him. He starts to heal from getting all his bones snapped. And that's when Robin seems to jump onto Summers and pushes him off of the branch, and they both start falling. Summers is like, you got a death wish? I'm down for love, but not a lover's leap. Robin explains that I'm well aware you're immortal and have thorn-based powers, but as long as I remove those invisible thorns, we can save the children. And Summers is like, I see. So you deduced that knocking me down below would pull the kids out of the range of my powers. You're a clever woman. And he starts emitting thorns from his entire body, stabbing up Robin. Except it's a clone. He didn't really stab Robin. Very cool. And Summers continues to fall. The real Robin is still back up on the branch, and she is currently untying the rest of the Straw Hats. Summers manages to latch on to one of the branches with his thorn powers, and he continues his speech to Ja Rule. And he tells Gonko to make sure that he could hear the kid's voice. And Gonko tells Ranja to say something, and Ranja says, "Chief Ja Rule, what I want to say is I love the school. It's where my friends are. I love the library too, and you mustn't cause trouble for the other people. You mustn't do things to make them upset. If we lose the library and the school in order to stop me from falling off the branch, that would be really sad and make everyone upset." And she volunteers to just sacrifice herself for the library and the school. And she says, "I'm a lucky girl. Everything will turn out fine," as she's clearly terrifying, like crying in tears. And all the while, fucking Summers is counting down. And Ja Rule can't take it anymore. He commands Ange to set fire to the school and to burn down the library. Ange confirms in the affirmative. We see that Summers has made it back onto the branch and it's about to attack Robin, but then one of his arms lops off and it's not healing. And he's like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then he hears from behind him someone saying, "Been a while, eh?" And he's like, "Scopper Kaban!" And then we see Scopper do a cool samurai cut pose as he seems to cut Summers in a way that he can't heal. And that is where this chapter ends. Wow, wow, wow. Josh, what did you think about One Piece chapter 1148?
About time somebody properly put their hands on one of these people.
For real.
I mean, it's nice. When he screamed Scopper Gabon, I needed that. Like, you see that fear in his eyes?
Mm-hmm.
That arm ain't coming back, bro. If he survives this situation, he's down a limb for the rest of his life.
For real.
Do I know that for sure? No. But do I hope that? Yeah.
His bum ass will probably make a thorn hand.
Yeah. Whack shit like that. I mean, BT Dubs, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are all, away from this situation. I'm sure if they pulled up, they would have. As a matter of fact, he was actually scared of Luffy.
All of them are. They don't want to fight Luffy himself.
Chapter. Yeah, I think the regenerative powers are like counted by like Conqueror's Haki.
It's possible, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm getting from this situation, which is why he's scared of both of them. Shit, they should be really terrified of Zoro too.
For real. 3-sword style. He has like thunder Haki all over his swords.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. But it was a cool chapter. I like that a stand was finally made, but Oda is, speaking of not being heavy-handed, he's like getting straight to the point about how horrible these people are, and they're not like the celestial dragons we see, who are just like uppity. They know exactly who they are, what they're doing. There's no mistakes about what they believe in. And it's that everybody else is trash and they can do as they please with that trash. And the world is theirs. So, yeah. I think Oda's hammering it down. It was heartbreaking to see Ja Rule say to burn it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said set fire to the school. Yeah, he's crying. Oh, man. That was tough. Even Robin started to cry. Yeah, I don't see Scopper Gabon like solving the situation at all. But he's got to stall for them to get up. I hope Loki comes. I bet Loki could violate these niggas too.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope he does. the dragon guy needs to get it too, man. He's been acting all chill and relaxed. He hasn't talked much, and he seems all goofy and shit. But fuck that guy, man. He's the one causing the most problems. I don't know. I don't got really anything else to say. Brian, what were your thoughts?
It's nice to see Scopper get into the fucking mix finally.
Yeah, man.
Coming in and handling business. I'm sure he'll be able to take out maybe one or two God Knights, just because he's probably had the most experience of everyone fighting them. Just a hunch. But it was really cool to see Robin in action too, doing her thing, being an assassin and shit. But otherwise, I don't really have too many thoughts. I'm ready to see like Zoro. What?
I'll finish your thoughts, but I have a rebuttal to them already.
I'm so ready to see Zoro and Sanji again, though. Like those are my boys. I miss them.
Nice.
But yeah, those are my thoughts.
Okay. So Brian,
yeah, go for it.
When do you know who Colin is?
Yeah.
Which is, the giant child, right?
Yes.
When he proclaimed that he was the son of Gaban, was there any part of you that was jealous?
That was what?
Jealous.
No. What?
Not any part of you?
No. What would I be jealous about?
Well, I guess that leads into my follow-up question, which is, was there ever any time that you thought, damn, I wish I was the son of Scopper Gaban?
Not at all. There's not a single moment in my entire life where I was like, man, I wish that was my dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that all
Chris,
for your line of questioning?
Yes.
Well, for the record, I also don't wish Scopper Gaban was my dad. Just to put it out there.
Yeah, my dad's pretty cool.
I'll take note of that.
I will say, I do think, man, it was debating really hard, but I think that One Piece is my really good chapter of the week this week.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
I'm just glad things are heating up. We're getting Robin taking some action. It makes sense because Robin really springs in and defends, archaeological things and things having to do with history. It makes total sense, and it's super cool to see her like jump in and not be able to help herself. I really like just when Oda really has a way of just like displaying altruism. This is like just regular people are the ones that make the difference. And, even with the girl like Ranja, who was just like willing to sacrifice herself for the library for the sake of just the people in her village, it is kind of just what I believe Oda believes of people, like this is what he really believes. There's obviously bad people out there, and there's institutions that are terrible and oppressive. But at the end of the day, the only thing that can stop this kind of stuff, or, like part of the thing that could stop it, is just a population that is willing to take the big stand against them. And, he has this knack of showing it with people, and specifically children who are kind of like this. It's just like an innocence and, selflessness that's very powerful. And I really love that about One Piece. And it's cool to see it rewarded with Scopper Gaban coming in and slicing and dicing the bad guy. Sometimes you just need that cool, like, fuck yeah moment in life. And it's just kind of what One Piece is about. Do I think Scopper's going to take down Holy Knights right now? I don't know. I feel like this is just kind of like a checkmate move that is going to stop the Holy Knights from moving. And then maybe we'll get like a big dramatic entrance by Luffy, Loki, and them to really like tell the Holy Knights that they're like, we're not gonna fight you right now. You know, I feel like all three of the Holy Knights are gonna get away. They're just gonna leave because Luffy and Loki will show up and just overwhelm them. But yeah, I thought this was a really good chapter. I really enjoyed it. I hope they don't burn down the fucking library. I hope they get word back to Ange to not do that shit. Bad news though, One Piece is off next week. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you, One Piece. But that's all I gotta say, really. It's a very simple but effective chapter, and I appreciated it.
Characters don't die in One Piece.
Unless you're Ace or Whitebeard, or in a flashback. But yeah, are those all our thoughts on One Piece?
Yes, sir.
A wrong Burgundy bet in One Piece would be so dangerous on a death.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
I would never bet on a death.
would you ever claim someone's going to die on a wrong Burgundy in One Piece?
Absolutely not.
Never, right?
Too rich for my blood. Can't do it.
That would actually be impossible.
Too
to
rich for
win.
my blood, too.